What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. It's been way too long, but as always, I'm Go League Greg. Happy to have you back here again today for a fantastic day on the Go League Greg stream. We got so much to do. First and foremost, we're gonna go over. I think my logo's too high. Hold on, let's fix this real quick. Hold on. Everybody settle down. Settle down real quick. Group selected items. Boom. Boom, 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 bam. It's a little too high. It's boxing me out. Can't be having that now, can we? I don't think so. Anyway, as I was saying, that's gone. These are all locked back into place. Beautiful. Cowboy Hat Caterpie. Oh, please. Please, Cowboy Hat Caterpie. I would love Cowboy Hat Caterpie. That would be amazing. We gotta stay focused. We have so much to go over. I'm gonna yap for an hour. And then we're gonna play some Pokemon. Who's ready for that? We're gonna talk about the new jersey, the Go Fest New Jersey 2025. We're going to recap the whole trip. Then we need some Go Battle League. Party Slashers. What's going on? I'm doing okay. I'm a little off. I'm still a little dizzy. My throat hurts. My nose keeps bleeding. I think I have heat exhaustion and possibly a little bit of dehydration. So I'm working on it. But regardless, it's good to be back. It is good to be back. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. Let's talk about the trip. So, when I last left off with you guys, it was Sunday, June 1st. Maybe the ticks got you? Dude, I was covered in bug spray. Not a tick, not a tack, not even a toe. None of them. I last left off, you guys, Sunday, June 1st, as we ended the Go League Greg 1 year Streamiversary tournament celebration. Right? And what a celebration it was. What a good time that we had. Oh my goodness. It was so much fun. All the battles were fantastic. Everyone that came to play, they came to win. Honestly. And I hope you remember Dink, because you are our champion. Dink not only beat all the competitors, but then he took on myself. And he won. And he came out on top. And I'm so proud of him. Congratulations, Dink. Madness Roxy using the GLG French check-in. Madness Roxy, we see you. Welcome on in. So much fun. So many things won. Which now that I'm back home, start dishing those out, right? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Let's see. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna die if I don't do this. Can you see my eyes watering? My palms are sweaty. Hey Greg, just need the fixed file. It's all good. It's all good. We got plenty of time before that comes along. Beautiful. Okay. We'll be right. So, Dink won. Got a bunch of gifts. People won a bunch of stuff from Cackerhead. Welcome on into the stream. Use the GLG French second. We see you. Thank you for sending me the fixed file, by the way, Roxy. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you so much. But yeah. Where's it going? Oh, people gave bits and subs, and because of that, we had so many giveaways, and it's just so amazing. So amazing. I can't wait to get giving those out and seeing everybody get their stuff and showing me, how they're using these prizes, because so many prizes were given away on the stream. Proxima just subscribed at tier 1. They now subscribed for 6 months. He's currently on a 6-month streak with the note that said, "You're late. I'm unsubbing." And that's his subscription note. Proxima, thank you so much for just being such a amazing person. For continuing to support this channel and this stream as we just have a good time. You are seriously so amazing. You are seriously so amazing. Thank you so much for doing that, buddy. I'm sorry I was late. I hope you know it's a technology-based thing. I hate being late. I constantly have conversations with people who are late, and how much I hate being late. So, thank you for your understanding, and just thank you for the love, man. Thank you for doing that. You guys are too good to me. That's right, Cindy. You got a whole year's subscription we got to hand out. It's going to be so great. It's going to be so great. But in this story, we haven't even left yet. Haven't even left for the airport yet. So, I get off the stream. I still got to pack. I got to pack, and we got to get to the airport, and I got like an hour to do so. Plus, I haven't eaten anything, I think, all day. So, I'm packing. I'm eating. We head to the airport. We get there. All is well. We get on the flight. Now, we are like the second to last row in the back of the plane. And so we get just a view, just a full, like, back of the plane, front row seats to every bit of chaos that's happening on this plane. Let's see. What happened that I can go over? Firstly, there was this woman, blonde hair, sounded like he had some kind of like Russian, Ukrainian accent, something like that, right? And as I'm sure anyone's ever been on a plane knows, if the overhead bin is closed, it's full, right? Find another one. She was insistent on trying to open up already closed bins to put her luggage in. They kept telling her, "Hey, that's closed, it's full." And she's like, "All right, well, I'll just put it in this one then." And like, "No, that one's also closed. All the closed ones are full." She was like, "Fine, then I'll just do this one." And she's like giving them attitude, and they're like, "It's closed. What fucking part are you not getting of that?" So she finally puts her bag up. She sits down. She's sitting in the aisle across from me. So if we're sitting in the plane, I'm in the aisle on the right-hand side. She's on the window on the left-hand side, one row back, the very last row. There's no one in the middle seat, and there's a guy in the aisle seat of her row. What else happened at the same moment? In the same span of time, there is a guy who is sitting in the aisle seat, one row above and over from me. Was she hot? Not really. She was alright. She's mid. There's a guy sitting in the aisle seat, one row up and over. So if I'm, it goes A, B, C, D, E, F. So if I'm, let's just say there's 40 rows. If I'm 39D, he's 38C. Well, that's where he's sitting at least. And that is until, suggest a prediction. You can redeem that at the end of the story. I promise you we'll come back to that. How long is Greg going to talk? Go ahead, put your guesses in the chat then. That's a great one. Put your guesses in the chat. We'll see who's correct. Because it's going to be a while. So, the guy sitting in what is effectively right now 38C. The other people for A and B, or the other people in that row, walk up, and he's just staring straight ahead. And they're looking at him like, excuse me, and he's just dead straight ahead. And he looks up at them and goes, "What? I mean, what? What the fuck do you think, guy, right?" And they're like, "We're sitting in these seats." And the guy's like, "Okay." And so he gets up and moves out into the aisle. And she goes, "No, I'm 38C. And he goes, "All right, well then sit down." And she's like, "This is my seat. You have to scoot in." He's like, "Nah, this is my seat right here in the aisle." And she's like, "No, you're 38A. And he went, "Yeah." And she went, "And I'm C." And this guy wanted to argue that the alphabet went CBADEF. So that was fun. That guy's an idiot. Anyway, he moves into the window seat where he's supposed to sit, and there's a Frontier flight, and we're not even done boarding, and he presses the button to call for the attendant and goes, "Where's the outlet?" "Sir, this is Frontier. You need to be grateful that you make it to your destination. Outlet? To charge your phone? There's barely seats. What are you talking about?" So they tell him, "No, there is no outlet." He says, "Well, okay, well, can you put an outlet in my seat?" "Yeah, let me call the engineers real quick. Have them come on the plane and build you an outlet just for your seat." You're fucking out of your mind. Okay, so anyway, doors close, right? As soon as the doors close, there's no one in the aisle next to me, right? A, B, and C of 39 are all empty, and it's me, Mandy, and some random person in the other window. So yeah, I was thinking about moving over to the seat, but I know you can't move until you balance out because of weight stuff. But no. The genius who wanted to keep opening up overhead bins to put her bags in already full slots, immediately, the second they closed that door, she was listening for it. She was listening for it 40 fucking rows back. The second they closed that door, she immediately threw her bag over the aisle into that window seat, went around, sat in the seat, put her legs up, and she looked at me and she gave me this like smirk. This like, haha, I got these seats, and now I'm going to stretch out my legs, and I, one person, am going to take up a 3-person row, when I could have had 2 in my row, and you could have had 2 in yours. Ha ha ha. As if like she stuck it to me, right? And I'm like, alright, it's not really that big of a deal. We're going to sleep regardless, but you're stupid and a bitch. Noted. So, the stewardesses go over to the guy that was in that row, the one in the aisle, and they're like, "Hey, would you like to move up to row 31 or 4, or 20 or something like that?" And he's like, "If I still get my own aisle, sure." And they're like, "Yeah, absolutely, of course." So they move him, and now that aisle, 40 A, B, and C are completely empty because they want to use it for in case of emergency purposes. We'll get to why I quoted that in just a minute. Now comes the real fun part. So, we recording right now? Oh, we're definitely recording right now. Yeah. So now, here comes. Are you good? Don't worry. This is recorded for my own fun. This isn't getting posted. You're fine. Proxima's gonna get in trouble. So, listen, we listen and we kind of judge a little bit. Snorlax, you're here just in time. We're getting to Jersey City. We're still on the plane in the story. We're still on the plane to head to Jersey City. What's going on? Welcome on into the stream. So, there is a woman with a baby. Baby's got to be less than half a year old. This thing's tiny. Little tiny thing. And she comes up the aisle and sits down with what is her husband, who is sitting in a row all by himself. And here comes this stewardess who, I swear to God, she smells like fresh Play-Doh. That's not like she kind of smells like it. That's not like a weird thing. Like, I turned to Manny and was like, "This bitch smells like Play-Doh." And she did. That doesn't help you with any of the rest of the story, but I just felt like I needed to share it. So, she's got an attitude immediately. She's like, "Excuse me, did I say you could move?" And the one's like, "Well, no, I'm just trying to say my husband, we got split up." And she's like, "You don't move unless I tell you can move. So you go back to the seat you're assigned." And the husband's like, "We just want to sit together. We got split up. I'm trying to sit my baby, make sure that we can both like take care of the baby in the flight. It's just a baby. Like, that's the big thing." And she's like, "And that's a grown woman. And we got to balance the plane. So I'm not going to ask you again. You move to the front, back to your seat, because you don't move till I tell you can move." And it's like, okay, this isn't Air Force One. You don't got to come out guns blazing. It's a reasonable thing she did. I get you got to balance the plane. She can move once we're balanced. So you're not wrong, but the way you went about it, maybe eat some more Play-Doh and calm down. So lady moves back. Now here's where the real chaos starts coming to play. They go, listen, this isn't a full flight. So we got to balance the plane. So we need to take 10 people who are in C's and D's and move them to A's and F's. Essentially move 10 people from aisles to windows. Right? So they start reshuffling people. Now, of course, they don't move the woman with the baby. They don't put anyone in that guy's row, by the way. They could have easily moved that woman to the window seat in that guy's row. They elected not to do that. But what they did do is they filled up the rest of the guy's row who moved from 40, who was promised a row by himself, and they filled up his whole row. And then they brought even more people and they filled up the row next to me. So now Russian bitch is now one of 3 in this row, not a row all herself. And that felt so good. And so she went to throw her bag back into her empty seat, and the stewardess said, "What are you doing?" And the lady said, "That's my seat." And he said, and I quote, "You chose to move. Now you get to sit there. You're not allowed to move." And she's like, "But that's my seat." And he said, "I don't care. You're sitting there now. You chose to move. I didn't tell you to move, but you chose to move." Shit's getting wild on Frontier. She is pissed. Rightfully so, but also kind of a bitch, so go fuck yourself. Then in the midst of the chaos, the woman with the baby moves back with her husband anyway, and somehow doesn't get yelled at because Play-Doh lady locked eyes with this happening, and then I guess just gave up. She went in all in and then was like, fuck it, why not? Gonna let him sit there. So everyone's pissed. Flight took an extra 30 minutes to go off the ground. You got the dumbass that doesn't know how the alphabet works, that's still trying to find his outlet. The lady who had to teach him how the alphabet works is texting her friends, because I'm eavesdropping at this point. I'm watching her do this. Texting her friend, one, a picture of the 2 people in her row, and then 2, saying you can't see him, but the guy in the window is way cuter. You know, the moron. So I hope they're doing well. And then what else? Let me see. I texted Mandy. I was just texting Mandy back and forth so we didn't say this stuff out loud. What else happened on this fuck-ass flight before we even took off? Let's see. Yep, can't read. Don't know how this works. Someone brought a bag of cold McDonald's fries onto the plane, and you could just smell that. Right? You know that smell. The smell of cold McDonald's fries. So the whole back of the plane smelled like cold McDonald's fries. Let's see. Idiocracy, the Charger, the French fries. Me. No shame. Eavesdropping on this lady's. So I can turn this down. Taking a picture of this girl's text. Oh, come on. Taking a picture of this girl's text message so I can see what she was saying to her friends. So I can do one of these. I took a picture and then I zoomed in because I was being hella nosy at that moment. The girl smelling like Play-Doh. Oh yeah, no, I was having a fun time. Let's see. Moving the baby around. More idiots. Oh yeah, and this had been an international flight because once they started moving people around and everyone started getting pissed, everyone was talking about how mad they were, but in about 40 different languages. So it's random syllables and consonants just being thrown across the plane from rows. Like people are like yelling to people across the plane. This is bullshit. in every language that's ever existed. I'm pretty sure I heard someone speaking in Latin at one point. That's how many languages were being tossed around. And yeah. What a bunch of idiots. Just what a bunch of idiots. What a fun time. Oh, and then the bathroom right behind me, I couldn't fit in it standing forward, right? Now I'm getting a little chunky in the gut, but I haven't spilled to the sides just yet, right? I'm still pretty lean. If I'm straight on, I'm still pretty lean. You turn me sideways, yeah, there's a little bit of a gut. Now I'm working on it, but forward facing, I'm pretty lean still. I'm pretty thin. Could not get in the bathroom forward facing. I had to step in sideways, and then wrap my dick around to pee. What a time. What a bumpy ass flight to. Barely got any sleep. Landed in New York. We got the rent-a-car. No, we went to go get the rent-a-car. And, first of all, you heard me think, Diego, welcome to the stream. What's going on, buddy? So, first of all, the rent-a-car place we rented from is apparently not an on-property rent-a-car. So you had to wait for a shuttle. Shuttles didn't show up. You had to call to request to be picked up, to be brought to where the cars are. But you couldn't call before 6 a.m. and our flight landed like 5:30. So, by the time we really figured it all out and got to where the pickup location was anyway, it was 6. But call, took some like 20 minutes to get to us, pick up, drive us over there. The thing's paid in full, by the way. I paid for this car in full. It's in my name. And they go, okay, we just need a card for, incidentals. Sure. Handed my debit card. He went, oh, is it a debit card? And I went, sure is. And he said, needs to be, Wawa said, hi, Wawa. He said, it needs to be a credit card. Otherwise, there is an additional $500 hold, and we do a soft credit check. And I went, I don't have a credit card. Because I don't own a credit card. My credit's great. I don't really need to build my credit any further. And I have no interest in having the temptation of spending money I don't have. Right? I'm very, very, very locked in my finances. So, never had a need, never wanted a credit card to build debt, none of that stuff. So I have a credit card. So I go, that's fine. I have an extra $500 on my debit card because I'm good with my money. And my credit's fine. Do what you got to do. And he goes, okay. Type. Yep, didn't pass your credit check. And I went, excuse me? How? What do you mean? And he said, yeah, didn't pass. And I know it passed. I know there wasn't even a check, right? You didn't fucking check. Only paying cash, they didn't allow that. That wasn't even an option. I would have done that, Proxima, because I had cash on me. Wasn't an option. And I go, okay, what's the option? Like, what's my choices here? He said, well, you can either have a credit card, or we can cancel it, and you can call the company and have them refund you eventually. Still haven't gotten that refund, by the way. And we can give you a shuttle back to the airport. And I said, okay, well, what about, she has a credit card. We'll use that credit card. Because Mandy was there, obviously. And he's like, nope, credit card has to match the name on file. But what we can do is we can start a brand new car under her name that you can then pay for and then put that credit card on for a hold. So I said, okay, because I wanted to get the hell out of there. So I'm still waiting on the refund from that from the card that I paid in full under my name. We now pay for the car plus the credit card incidental bullshit, and finally get out of there. Right? Right? We leave. We go get some bagels. We go back to the hotel room, and we haven't slept, right? The plane fucking sucked. So we take a nap. And my God, was that a beautiful nap. We get up. We go find a Mr. Softy. Does anyone in the chat know what Mr. Softy is? I need to know right now. Does anyone know what Mr. Softy is? Sounds like Hertz? No, it was a company called Ace. A-C-E. Ace Rent-A-Car. Fuck them. It's Dinks. All right, Mr. Soft. Oh, that's hilarious, actually. Mr. Softy is a soft serve. Your skin looks so soft. Oh, thank you. I moisturize. Mr. Softy is a soft served ice cream truck. Right? So it drives around the neighborhoods, but it does soft serve. And I swear to God, this is the best soft serve ice cream on the planet. I will go toe to toe, Mr. Softy versus anybody, and I guarantee you Mr. Softy wins every single time. Best soft serve ice cream in the world. It comes out of a fucking truck. It is amazing. So, they have an app. What flavor? I went with chocolate. Juicy Mango went with chocolate vanilla swirl. But you can do whatever I do. I see if I can find a picture real quick. I can put up on the screen. So find me a picture. Some ice cream. Ice cream. Here it is. Hopefully this works. Yeah, you can see it. There it is. Boom. Mr. Softy with the double cone. That's two servings of ice cream, one cone. It's a cone with two heads. Chocolate with chocolate sprinkles. That's what I went with. It is the best. It's not up for debate. Okay? You can download the Mr. Softy app yourself, track one down, and have some. They're in Texas. They're mostly East Coast, but they're in Texas. There's some in California, but they're mostly East Coast. I'm telling you, best ice cream in the world. Best soft serve ice cream in the world. So, we get up from our nap, we hunt down Mr. Softy, we find one, we get some ice cream, we go get some New York Italian pastries, go to my aunt and uncle's house, have some dinner, hang out with my cousin, hang out with her daughter, hang out with her husband, my cousin's husband, have a great time. Have a great time, go back home, go to bed. Go back to the hotel room, go to bed. Get amazing sleep. So I can put the air conditioning on. Shout out to the fact that it's still 82 degrees in this house. Anyway, I gotta whisper that the door's open so I can breathe. I would never rent a car from Hertz. I heard they report stolen car when we rent a car. I've never heard that. That's crazy. Mr. Softy store. Oh my God, game changer. Absolutely, O'Doyle. Absolutely a game changer. I went to a Mr. Softy store when I did my cross-country trip. When I saw Dink and I saw Hikawawa and I saw Spellbringer and I saw Active Jocks and I saw Cindy and I saw Fursetti. And when I did that trip, I stopped at Mr. Softy store. It's still amazing. There's something about the way they do it in the truck. It was great, but it almost felt like it was still missing just a little bit of something. Something they do in that truck. I don't know what it is. I digress. But O'Doyle knows what I'm talking about. O'Doyle knows Mr. Softy. We hit REM for the first time in a month. Yes! You got the waffle sandwich. I didn't get the waffle sandwich. I went with what I've gone with since I was a little boy. The last 30 years, the same thing. The double cone, chocolate sprinkles. It would be my last meal if I had a choice. I love that thing. So, anyway. Yes, we slept. Oh my God, we slept. We slept so good. We slept with air conditioning on. We slept with blankets. We hit REM. We slept so much. It was amazing. It was so amazing. I don't think I did, Superboy. The next day, We had some friends, a friend come down from upstate. We went to the beach, which was such a fun time. Such a fun time on the beach. A sandy beach, because out here on the West Coast, all the beaches are rocks. Like painful rock beaches. On the East Coast, you got real sand. It's nice. It's a comfortable place to exist. I loved it. I had a great time at the beach. The only reason we went to the beach because the water park that I love, it's called Splish Splash. It was closed that week. Don't know why. Shit happens, right? It was beaching for sure. We went to the beach each. We went and got away. And they say what they're going to say. We had a great time. Went to my favorite restaurant in the world that night. It's called Vincent's Clam Bar. If Stu is on here, if Leon is on here, he will tell you, because he frequents Garden City. Vincent's Clam Bar. It's a restaurant. I don't know why it's called a clam bar. It's not a clam bar. It's an Italian restaurant. I don't know. LA County beaches have sand. They don't got sand like the same kind of sand. You know, they don't got like East Coast sand. Boo Lover, I know what you're talking about. They don't got like sand. I don't know how to describe it. Yes, Odell rules. I love Splish Splash. It was closed. I don't know why it was closed that week. But we went to the beach anyway. We made do with what we had to do. So, went to Vincent's. It's so good. Vincent's is the GOAT. Doyle rules knows what I'm talking about. I need another one of these. Oh my god, it's so good. It's some of the best food you'll ever have in your life. In your life. We ate there. If I had a last meal, I know it says a minute ago. Got a real last meal. It'd be chicken parm with penne alla vodka on the side from Vincent's. Scratch that. Rewind it. Appetizer of calamari and mozzarella from Vincent's. Main course, chicken parm with Vincent's own mild sauce with a side of penne alla vodka from Vincent's. And for dessert, give me Mr. Softy. Best foods in the world. I just listed off the best combination of food you'll ever have in your life. If you're ever on Long Island, trust me, take my word for it. Went to Vincent's. We were on our friends after that. Went home to the hotel. Beautiful. The next day, had to do... What did I do? I had to go see my aunt. Juicy Mango. I'm not gonna tell her story, but she had a very, very, very touching 11-year reunion with her grandfather. That was beautiful. That was emotionally beautiful. I'm not going to tell her story. She'll share it if she wants to. If she won't, if she won't. That's on her. But my goodness. It was touching. We then went to Friendly's for dinner. If you've never been to a Friendly's, it is an American diner. Burgers, sandwiches, hot dogs, stuff like that. I proceeded to eat 4 hot dogs and bunch of French fries. Juicy Mango had something called the is it the barbecue chicken super melt? I think something like that. So good, so good. The clam place, Vincent's. That's all you need to know is Vincent's. Although I promised to take me there on your anniversary, go. It's so good. It's so good. But Friendly's, well, it's a nice little American diner that unfortunately is dying out. Their locations are closing quite rapidly. They are known for their ice cream, the honey barbecue chicken super melt. Thank you, Juicy Mango. Friendly's is known for their ice cream. It is a strictly Northeast company, but take a look at this. Take a look at this. Friendly's over Mr. Softy? No, Friendly's is some of the best hard scooped ice cream you'll ever have. Mr. Softy's is the best soft serve ice cream you ever had. And we can all admit that you're in the mood for them in different times. Oh my goodness, it's my newest friend. I'm telling the story right now. First of all, can we get a huge shout out for our dearest friend. You saw her in the Discord. You saw her in all the videos. She's currently at the NAIC. Mariana, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Can we get a huge shout out for this amazing trainer, one of my newest friends. Such amazing energy. Such just like the best vibes. The best vibes. Martegra, Mariana, whatever you prefer to be called on Twitch, we love you. We love you so much. Saying hi, had so much hanging out. I had such a great time hanging out with you. All the times I ran into you. You're the best. You're the best. Now, let's get back to Friendlies. This is what I got at Friendlies. This is 5 scoops of mint chocolate chip ice cream. What's the best angle? There we go. 5 scoops of mint chocolate chip ice cream, hot fudge, peanut butter sauce, whipped cream, Reese's Pieces, Reese's peanut butter cups, chocolate sprinkles. I think that's it. Oh, and bananas. How could I miss the bananas? Obviously. They're right there up top. Oh, hold on. Go back. There. Come on, zoom in. They're right there. See? Banana. Friendlies does hard scooped ice cream better than anybody. Mr. Softy does soft serve ice cream better than anybody. It is to die for. I love Friendlies. Friendlies is goated. Yes! Thank you, Martegra. I could not agree more. Make sure I'm caught up on the... That's the Goofy Goober Sunday. That's better. That's called the Jim Dandy. And it is delightful. So we had Friendlies. The next day, we got up. We had breakfast. We hit the road back to drop off the rented car because we had to head back to the airport to take the train into New York City. It is time. It's Thursday now. It's time for GoFest because GoFest was 4 days this year. Now, we didn't have citywide or all that shit for Thursday because I knew we weren't going to get there with a lot of time on Thursday. So, you know, we didn't spending the money. Plus, our Enthusiast Pass and our Raid Lover Passes covered all 4 days anyway. So the only thing I was missing out on was the Wild Spawns, which I was okay with. You ever been to Sayport? I can't say that I have, but I'll look into it. Here's where shit gets wild. We take the train from... we drive to JFK. We drive to Ace Rent-A-Car. They take their shuttle to drop us back off at JFK. JFK, then we hop on the air train that takes us to Jamaica Station, and then from there you connect with the subway, the Long Island Railroad, from Jamaica Station to Penn Station in Manhattan, and from there we're gonna walk to our hotel because it was like 3 blocks. This is where it gets really annoying. So we're getting off the train at Jamaica Station, right? We're on the train that connects us from JFK to Jamaica Station. As we're getting off of the train, someone bumps me, and because they bump me, it messes up my entire luggage that I had. Like, it knocks my luggage essentially, and I don't mind the gap. Well, my luggage doesn't mind the gap, rather. And because of that, in one swift motion, the handle, the plastic handle, breaks. It snaps entirely off of the rest of the rollingness. And I gotta push this thing through New York City. Right? So I'm immediately agitated. However, during our time on Long Island, I had some projects I was working on that required a hot glue gun, and so I had on me a hot glue gun. Everybody, stay patient.
I said stay patient. So, we then sit down on the floor in Jamaica Station. We found an outlet, and I plug in a hot glue gun, and I'm waiting for it to heat up to then hot glue all 4 sides of this handle on the both connectors so it'll work. And yeah, it's a messy job. Alright? I'm not saying I welded this thing perfectly. But you know what? It works. Right? I reconnected all the parts. This little button up here that makes this thing go down. It works. It works. And that thing is solid now. That thing ain't going nowhere. So you know what? It works. So after another, like, I don't know, 30 plus minutes of sitting inside this train station, we now exit Jamaica Station to get on the Long Island Railroad to head into Hackintosh. Welcome to the stream. To head into New York City. Jamaica Station to Penn Station. Now, Mango had a bunch of eggs going, and they were just about to hatch, but they weren't quite there yet. So she dropped a star piece, and while we're waiting at our station, she puts her bags down, and she's walking back and forth, right, trying to hatch these eggs, so that way, rich people problems. I'm so poor I can't afford new luggage. I had to hot glue it. Fuck you talking about rich people problems. She's walking back and forth, trying to hatch these eggs. And here comes the train. Train pulls up, doors open. Mango's nowhere to be found. So now I grab the 4 backpacks and the 2 luggages, which I'm not fully confident on I hadn't really tested out this handle just yet, so I'm kind of gingerly using the hot glued one. And I gotta get on this train. We gotta get on this train. I gotta find Mango at the same time. And she's sprinting back, as she just said. Fortunately, we come to the door at the same time. And she takes some of the bags, and we get on the train, and we're on the train, everything's fine, good. Train takes off. All of a sudden, I get a Find My alert. One of your air tags is no longer with you. That would be the air tag attached to your Go Plus Plus. I open it up, and sure enough, that air tag is back at track 1 of Jamaica Station on the Long Island Railroad connections. My Go Plus Plus, of all the things to disconnect from my belt loop, because I have that, I don't think I have an example here, but I have like one of those clip things, right? Spellbringer, rated with a huge party. Welcome on in, Spell. Can we get a shout out for Spellbringer? Mario So Real, welcome on in. What it do? We're talking about GoFest. We're doing a recap. You got here just in time. Just in time for some of the best parts. If we can get a shout out for Spellbringer, though, one of the greatest. If you're listening, if you can hear my voice right now, and you're not following Spellbringer, go follow him right now. What are you doing? Anyway, Find My goes off. It says the air tag attached to my Go Plus Plus is no longer with me. I open it up, and sure enough, there it is, still at track 1. And the geolocation is saying it's on the tracks. That it's almost dead center of the tracks. And that there's a good chance my Go Plus Plus, the device for the event we are in town for, is underneath several trains coming and going. And I'm pissed. I am upset. I am distraught. I am defeated. How did I see you at New York City? I don't know. We had a whole section for it in the Goalie Greg Discord of like meetups and whatnot. I didn't even know you were there, if I'm being honest. I wish I knew. I would have loved to see you, bud. Also, you knew that I was catching the flight to Go Fest because you were participating in the Goalie Greg streamer tournament. It was last minute. Shaq with Crispy. I saw Crispy many a times. That's crazy. That's wild. I don't know how I missed you, man. But I miss you, and I'm sad that I missed you. I did get this on Friday afternoon, though. I saw Crispy on Saturday and Sunday. I saw him Thursday. I saw him actually all 3 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know how I did not see you. I digress. So the Go Plus Plus, it has been left behind. No shout-outs on Saturday at the park. Yeah, not like at the park, like as in Liberty Park. I think I saw him at Bryant Park. That's where I saw him. Every time I saw him was at Bryant Park. So we make it to Penn Station. We get all our bags off. I sit Mandy down at a restaurant and I say, I'm going back for it. I gotta go back for it, right? I gotta see. It's still on. It's still beeping. It's still telling me it's alive. It didn't get run over, right? It didn't die yet. And who am I to give up on my Go Plus Plus? My Go Plus Plus has never given up on me. So I get another train. Penn Station. Back to Jamaica Station. I get on the train. I'm watching it. I'm watching it meticulously. I'm like, okay, it's there. It's still there. It keeps getting updates. It's still there. 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 Train brings me back. You never leave a Go Plus Plus behind. That's right, Diego. I get back there. Drops me over like track 8, which is about as far from track 1 as you can get. Go up the stairs. I'm finding it, right? I'm looking for it. I'm on my Pokemon Go app. I press the connect button, right? And it's connecting. I'm like, okay, we're close enough that Bluetooth's working, right? Go down to track 1. And I do what I gotta do. And I look. And I look over the edge and I'm like, I know. Everything, every bit of this GPS information says that you're down there. And I don't want to look. But I gotta look. And I look over. And I'm looking down. And I'm looking around on the tracks. And I don't see it. Right? Red, white, circular. It's got a blue AirTag holder on it. There's no way I don't see this thing. I'm looking. And I can't find it. And I'm pressing the button like, let me know where it is. Like, the directions thing. I don't know if you guys have AirTags. I'm looking. I'm pressing the play the sound, and suddenly the play the sound connects, and I hear it. Beep 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 beep. And I'm like, that's on the same level as me. That's not down in the tracks. I can hear it. Press it again. Beep 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 beep. It's getting louder. Beep 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 beep. Someone found it, picked it up, and then tucked it into the corner of one of the pillars for like the stairs or the escalator or whatever it was, in a corner where no one would see it, but you could definitely grab it, reach it, and find it if you had access to the AirTag attached to it. I don't know who this person was that picked it up and tucked it away from me and said, I know someone's going to be back for this. I know this is important to somebody. I don't know if they played Pokemon or there's a good person that didn't know what the item was and hid anyway. But someone was out there looking out for me. They picked it up. They put it in that spot. They walked away. I came back for it. You got to remember, the train ride from Jamaica to Penn Station is like 20, 25 minutes. The train ride from Penn Station back to Jamaica was another like 20, 25 minutes, plus all the time of like sitting Mandy down, saying don't leave, I gotta go back for this thing, I gotta go. Right? Right, Ma?
Yes.
Come on, Mom, come say hi.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna go
You're
say-
sneaking out.
Mid-story.
You come say hi. Yeah, we're telling a story.
Mid-story.
We're doing the recap. Hi, Mom.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Not all heroes wear capes. That's right.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
right.
My mom's wearing a cape, but she's my hero.
Hello. Yes. He knows better.
Absolutely. Love you.
Yikes. I love you too.
Mwah.
Have a great recap.
Thank you. So, I get the Go
I hope
Plus
y'all
Plus
had
back.
a good time while you were there too.
We had a great time. We had a great time. I get the Go Plus Plus back. It's back in my hand. And this thing for the rest of the trip is strapped down to me. I will not be losing this again. It ain't going nowhere. So I get it. I get back on the train. That's like over an hour journey. To Penn, back to Jamaica, back to Penn. Finally. We push our bags. We get to our hotel. We check in. The hotel room is beautiful, by the way. It is the most spacious hotel room I've ever had in New York City. And it was also the cheapest hotel room I've ever been. Any of the times I've ever stayed in New York City. So, shout out to Hilton. The Homewood Suites by Hilton on 37th and 8th in New York City. Beautiful hotel. 10 out of 10. Would stay again. Plus breakfast was included. We love it. We love it. Plus, when we checked out, they washed our bags for us with no additional charge. Every other time I've done that in New York City, they're like, yeah, we'll hold on to your bags for you. For $10 a bag. And it's like, oh, you grimy motherfuckers. But, no extra charge to wash the bags. Room was spacious and beautiful. Room service was great. The people were great. The breakfast was free. Beautiful. We love it. Check in. There's like 2 hours left in the event. We go out. We do our best. We get some Pokemon. We catch some stuff. Bada boom, bada bing. We meet some people. We see some people. I meet Crispy. I meet Will, who's in here, by the way. Shout out to Will Cujo. I saw you. There you are, buddy. My boy Will Cujo. Got to see him a lot this weekend, and I'm grateful for it. I'm a big Will Cujo fan. Right? There he is. Greg noticed you. Greg's one of your biggest fans. I'm so grateful of all the times I got to see you this past weekend. You're amazing. You're a great person. You're funny. You're great to be around. An amazing streamer. Sydney, I was just about to say that. Thank you for getting that shout out for Will. We love Will. Big love to my boy Will. And we taught Will about the trains. Because, and this isn't to throw Will under the bus, he didn't know about the trains. Now everybody knows about the trains, and that's okay. He was taking a taxi cab in from the airports. So we just saved that man about $80 each way next time he travels to New York. I got you, buddy. I wish we had a train system like that out here. I really do. But that's neither here nor there. Friday was our in-park day. We spent the morning. We met up with Raging Gingy and Raging Alex. They gifted me. Let me go get it. I'm going to get it. Everybody hang tight because I want you all to see this. Hang tight. I'll tell you what to do. I told you. I told you right now. Alex the GOAT. You hang tight. So, Alex, Raging Alex. You remember Raging Alex from my birthday stream. He was the kid that we wanted to trade the Altaria to. He was out of special trades for the day. You also know Raging Gingy. He's an active member of the Go League Greg community. And he was in the Go League Greg 1 year stream anniversary tournament celebration. You all know the two of them. Raging Alex. We got to do our trade. I traded him the shiny Altaria finally. He gifted me a toy Pikachu, a toy Horsey, a toy Zubat. He drew me a picture with the cutest note on it. Go check out the Go League Greg Discord if you want to take a look at that. And then Raging Gingy has recently gotten into 3D printing, and he 3D printed me a Kingler. Now he said, ooh, the colors are off. But we agreed. The colors aren't off. This is the New Jerseyan variant. There's a Alolan, there's Galarian. This is the New Jerseyan Kingler. Possibly the only of its kind, the rarest species of Kingler to ever exist. Unable to Mega Evolve as we currently know it. But how cool is this? 3D printed this for me, painted it, brought it out to New York, gave it to me as a gift. How fucking cool is this? I love that. I'm so grateful. We had to hang out. We went down to the docks. We took the boat over to the island. Hell yeah. Weird in Jersey. Yeah, Hackatosh. Everything in Jersey's weird. Everything in Jersey's weird. We went over to Liberty Park. We checked out the shop. We got so many things. Can I show you some of the things we got? I'm going to show you anyway. You're not allowed to say no. Too bad. As you all know, you can see it over my shoulder. I collect those light up Pokeballs, the realistic ones, right? I currently have the Premier Ball, and I have the Love Ball. But now I also have the Pokeball. How cool is this? Got the Pokeball now. My collection grows. These things are so neat too. I don't know if you've ever seen them before. They light up. It's based off a touch. They're amazing. In fact, you know what? I'm grabbing it right now. Hang in whatever amount of tight or looseness you desire. Okay, for those who don't know what they look like, they come in a case like this, right? Let me turn this off. Is it going to help if I turn this off? A little bit. They come in a case like this, and then you open it up, and inside, first of all, it lights up. I don't know if you can see it down there. And then when you touch it, turn these lights off. These lights off, right? You see, oh, shit. When you touch it, oh, it's not on. Oh, yes, it is. It lights up, and it's based off a touch, right? And it depends on how much you touch it, too. I can get to light up a little bit. We're getting close to it, but really touching it lights it up. They're really cool. You can press the button, and it'll simulate a catch. Oh, it got away. Didn't catch that one, did I? And they just sit on this little thing. Stay still. And they're so freaking cool. They're heavy too. They are heavy. They got some good weight to them. It does light up when you touch it. That's right. That's what she said. We have a new follower. Zuka Fan 1205. Thank you so much for being the newest follower on the stream. We are insanely grateful for our followers. Welcome on in. So happy to have you here. Seriously, so happy to have you here. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Diego, get some rest. I'm sorry you missed it. You're only here for some of the story, but get some rest. We love you. Have a great night. Have a great night. So, like I said, I have the Premier Ball, and now you can see it. I also have the Love Ball. the heel ball. I have the premier ball and the heel ball. But now I have the Pokeball as well. I got this at the GoFest store. And I got the Quick Ball. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Now I have 4 of them. 4 balls. That's a regular Saturday night for me. How cool is that?
What else did we get?
I'm glad you asked. How about some socks? Some socks? Why would you buy some socks? What kind of socks could you buy? I'm going to open them right here. What kind of socks could you possibly buy that would make sense to buy? Oh, I don't know. Could be really any kind of socks, I guess. Definitely wouldn't be anything specific to this stream. Would it? How about some Go Battle League socks? Mystic Sparkle rating, oh my god, with 137 people. Mystic Sparkle. That might be the largest raid we've ever gotten. That is insane. Mystic Sparkle, welcome on into the stream. So glad to have you here. That is so amazing. Welcome on in. Can we get a okay, thank you for getting a shout out. We're talking about GoFest. We're doing a GoFest recap, and then we're getting into our first ever sets of season 23. I didn't do any battles while we were in New York. I saved them for the stream. We're going over what we got at the store. Some Go Battle League socks. GBL socks. But it was a pack of 4. That's right. It was a pack of 4. Say the best for last. Boom! Great League socks. Ultra League socks. Master League socks. GBL socks. How freaking cool are these? So we got those. They had a loose bin of unowns. And so I tried to find GLGs. I was gonna buy, I didn't have enough money to buy Go League Greg. I couldn't, there was no L's. I couldn't take any L's. So we have 2 G's. We'll get an L eventually. And yeah, and a bunch of shirts. A ton of new shirts that I cannot wait to show off on the upcoming streams. We caught a bunch of stuff. Got a bunch of new shinies. Got a bunch of new Pokemon. Saturday, and then Friday night. That's right, new shirts, Cindy. That's right, we got new shirts. The Ultra League socks look so cool. Mystic Sparkle, they look outstanding. I bought 3 packs just so I had extras. Can't believe we're listening to you yap for an hour. I can't believe anyone's sticking around for an hour either listening to me yap. At least you know it's coming to an end, right? The battle's gonna start soon. Missing Ghost said I got Niantic socks. Tell me you got the same socks? Missing Go, tell me you got the same socks. That'd be hilarious. We'd love that. Friday night, we met up with Mariana. First of all, we met up with Lord Drew. Shout out to Lord Drew. He took us to this Korean barbecue chicken place. A second, I gotta keep eating these. Every time one runs out. Every time one runs out, I gotta put the next one in. I have been yapping for an hour, and I'm glad you love it. I could yap for days. But shout out to Lord Drew. Took us to this amazing chicken spot. It was delicious. Right across the street. What is that? It's a lozenger. I'm dying of heat exhaustion and various other things. I'm always happy to yap. I love getting a chance to yap. Plus, got battles coming up. So, Lord Drew took us to this amazing chicken spot. It was so delicious. Right across the street is where we met up with Mariana and Biddy and Kelsey K. Not to be confused with K. Kelsey. We met with Kelsey K. And we met Pikel and Pikel's partner, and just we had such a fun time. We did karaoke. It was a blast. It was such a fun time. There are videos of that also in the Go League Greg Discord. The next day, we got up. Will, yeah, we did karaoke. I know. I was surprised you weren't there too. Listen, here's what happened is I hit up Pika Wawa. Running first, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Pogo Doms. We also met Pogo Doms, and we love Pogo Doms. Pogo Doms is such a cool person. What's going on, my brother? How you doing, buddy? I'm getting to the part where we met you. Who organized it? Who all was there? I don't know who officially organized it. What I did was that I know that Pika Wawa knows all the inns. So I hit up Pika Wawa and said, what's the inn? And she connected me with Drew, who then connected me with Mariano, who I had not met yet before, and then was able to do the karaoke thing. But Will, now that I'm on the inn, now that I'm not a guest of a guest of a guest, I get first class invites. I thought it was. I don't know, Mango. I don't want to accuse. I don't want to throw anybody there, but absolutely, I get to input on the invite list,
And you're in. You're in every time.
absolutely, buddy. I got you. So we did karaoke. It was so much fun. The videos are in the Discord. The next day, we did more Pokemon Go, caught more shinies, caught more legendaries, caught more backgrounds, did more Cinderaces. And then, what did we do that day? That day, we went to the party. We went to the party. See if I can find it. The details. It was a party at a bar called Cans. Where is it? Where's that little? Hosted by Nices and Bad Hand. It was Bad Hand's birthday. They did a bunch. First of all, there was food, there was drinks, there was raffles and giveaways of all sorts of stuff. That's where we met Pogo Doms. Again, Mari was there, Biddy was there, Kelsey K was there, Pikel was there. That's where we saw Will again. We met Ayo It's Bueno for the first time, which was so cool. That's right. Cans was the one on Long Island. The bar was called Three Sheets. Oh, and someone can clip this. We met someone at Three Sheets. She worked there. Her energy and her vibes were off the absolute charts. I could not recommend anyone higher at Three Sheets or any other establishment in New York City than this woman. She was amazing. Wish we had to hang out with her again before we left. But hopefully we'll see her again sometime in the future, next time we're in New York City. Immaculate vibes. The best of the best. You can clip this and send it to her. The best of the best. 10 out of 10 would recommend. So, that Shindig's always top tier. It was such top tier. And guess what? I won! I won one of the raffles! I won a box of Temporal Forces. Should I open it? Or should I keep it sealed?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
We'll decide on that later. But yeah! I won some Pokemon cards. We got to hang out with some great people. It was a great, great time. Open it. That's right, Pogodoms also won. If I do open it, it will be on stream opening. No doubt about it. It's not happening today, though. Definitely not happening today. Prizes were insane. Some of the, They gave away an iPad. They gave away boxes on boxes of Pokemon cards and these giant plushies and chargers and so much. A PS5. That's right. A PS5. It was insane. Such a good time. I always love a good tease. You can't, like, if you just jump past the foreplay. Ooh, we love us some good foreplay. Next day, more Pokemon Go. I met Tapu Seeker, and this was a moment for me that may have changed my life forever. Tapu Seeker doesn't even know it. Probably doesn't even know it unless he watches this right now. But Tapu Seeker is the first ever person to point me out of a crowd without me going up to them, without me introducing myself, without there being mutual, like, oh, what's your name? Oh, Go League Greg. Oh, yeah, I've watched your stream before. I've heard of you. To just out of nowhere look at me and go, aren't you Go League Greg? To point me out of a crowd. To recognize me without me having to recognize them first or introduce myself. It was the first time ever. And it felt I could cry. Pika Wawa rating! Pika Wawa! What's going on, Pika Wawa? Welcome on into the stream. How are you? Shout out to Pika Wawa. Pogonam said fact check? First. No. This happened before the party. I just forgot to mention it. This was Saturday day. When you did it, it felt like it was actually real. When Tapu Seeker did it, I was like, I can't believe this happened for the very first time. And I was starstruck at the possibility of that ever happening. And then when it happened a second time later that night from you, I was like, this actually happened. I can't believe this actually happened. It's a moment I'll never forget. It's a moment I will never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever forget. To just be in the park, just hanging out. I was talking to Frasetti. And to just have him go, hey, aren't you Go League Greg? I know you. You're Go League Greg. And I'd be like, yeah, I am Go League Greg. How did you know that? And then if I had someone that's watched me, that's followed me, that's been on the stream, that, you know, was great. Hurricane Kate breezing on in. What's going on, Hurricane Kate? Welcome on in to the stream. Oh, I had Hurricane Kate withdrawals. I had withdrawals of every single person in this chat. Every single one of you. My goodness. It was such a cool feeling. We got lunch with Frasetti on Sunday. He took us to this amazing barbecue place. It was so good. And then we went back to Bryant Park, and that's where we saw Radford, and we saw who else did we see? We saw Mariana again. We saw Pikel again. And how far to the recap are we? How much is left? It's basically over. This is Sunday. We're at Sunday night. And Big Blood Johnson, what's going on? Welcome on to the stream. If you're the first time chatter. And then someone called out 100% Duraludon. Durjaja, whatever. That's that thing with rough skin in TCG Pocket. The big old dragon guy. And we ran. And we all got it. And Mariana, she got the 100% shiny, the Shundo. Had a wonderful time today. Had an odd, emotional day at work. Took me to soccer. Got to hang with. Oh, that's sweet. We love that. We love that. Start over? No, people all can watch the playback. Can't start over. Gonzo was in the pick. He doesn't get a shout out. What do you mean Gonzo was in the pick? He didn't get a shout out. Gotta watch the VOD. Gotta watch that back. I'm not talking about this was in the picture. I'm saying who we ran into to then go get the 100%. And then when we were there, we Will Cujo came with us, and Ao Bueno came with us, and we ran into Crispy there as well. And like I said, Pikel and Mari and what was that censored? What was censored? I didn't see anything censored. And of course, Gonzo. I'm not gonna forget that booty lover. And yeah, that was really cool. That was my first wild hundo at the bar party. I did a first time trade with this girl that was there. We did our no friendship trade, but she didn't have anything, and she wasn't really anything specific, so we just traded random stuff. She gave me an Applin, and I forget what I gave her. And it went lucky hundo. So I got a lucky 100% Applin as my no friendship trade with this girl. I also met up with I Hate Typos and Leon. That was on the first day. That was on Friday. And we had to see Leon, hang out with Leon, and then I Hate Typos. We did a bunch of new friend trades, and I finally got myself a Tink that is worth building. Finally. On Monday, we packed up. We went to the Nintendo store. We went home. We went on our flight. We flew home. Overall, it was an amazing trip. It was such a great time. I met so many new people that I talk to every day.
I met them for the first time.
And I don't know. It's just such a wonderful, wonderful experience. I did GoFest like I'd never done it before. I hung out with people. Right? It wasn't just play the game, go home. We did dinners. We did lunches. We did karaoke and bar parties. And it was amazing. It was so much fun. I had such a great time. I met so many amazing people. I took pictures with them. I hung out with them. I shook their hands. I gave them hugs. I said, "You're someone that is so important to my life, and I'm so glad I finally get to look you in the face and say hello." I had an amazing, amazing time. And that was GoFest. That was what GoFest was for me. We got GoFest Global coming up in a few weeks. And I'm excited to show off all the Pokemon that I caught, anything I got special. I'm not doing that today. I'll be doing that soon. Just not today. Maybe on next stream. But today was the recap. And now it's time. That's it. That's my GoFest 2025 New Jersey recap. I had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. I thank all of you for being here for the recap. But I think it's time that we did some Go Battle League. What do you think? Should we do the first ever Go Battle League of Season 23 on the Go League Greg stream? I think we should. I think that's a good idea. I'd vote for it. What say we do it then? 1 hour, 22 minutes worth of recap? Yeah. We're doing rank 1 battle. That's right. I haven't touched it at all. I want to save it for the stream. So, without further ado, that concludes the recap.